In these conditions, you know, you would think that'd be the other way around with the way C.J. Stroud throws the ball all over the field. Only 10 yards passing for the Texans. Wilson's handled it all very well.
Fullback Bowden is back there. Nickel secondary for the Texans. 3rd down and 9. Wilson has been perfect so far, throwing heavily pressured here. Zach Wilson caught the probably out of play, and it was. Well, Wilson was picked up by Harris. That's Garrett Wilson. And he caught it and held on, but he was on the chalk, and it's 4th down. And here comes the punting unit for a 2nd consecutive Jets possession.
Well, the Texans had 7 guys lined up at the line of scrimmage to try and cause some confusion with protection. They only brought 6, dropped out 1, allowed man-to-man coverage, and Zach Wilson used the athleticism to get to the outside. Now the challenge flag coming in is on the big board.
He held on through the play, right, through the catch.
Well, the big board showed it a couple times, and that's why you heard the crowd.
I think Robert saw he was this close. He was this close.
He was asking for the
New
challenge.
York is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
Initially ruled out of bounds. The Jets will challenge. And they have said it was not a catch in bounds. He caught the ball, but he was in the chalk on the white, and so it's 4th down.
Well, and it was so close. There was definitely understand why the challenge took place, but not enough to overturn it.
Morstead to King. He'll get it at the 12. Desmond King on the move, got by Bowden, finds a crack, and is finally brought down by Ashton Davis. Hang time was 4-2. The punt sailed 61, but the return, a good one, of 23 yards by Desmond King. Watch it once again.
See, the left foot's down, the right foot drags, but when does the ball get secured, and where are the feet at that time?
Let's go to our rules analyst, Gene's territory. Gene, what'd you see there?
Trent framed it really well, and you know, at times we see those in real time and think, boy, he's really way out of bounds. And then you see a great throw by Zach Wilson, and an amazing try by the Jets to complete that catch. It was much closer than we thought.
Gene, thank you very much. You saw the 1st and 10 lateral throw made by the quarterback, C.J. Stroud, under duress.
Well, they're lucky that went out of bounds because it was a backward throw.
Yes,
and you know, they had one official signal that it didn't complete, but the official on the sideline up top, he has a great view of it. Steps up, that definitely goes backwards. So good call by the officials.
So that is a fumble. It is 2nd down and 18 yards to go. The running back is Pearson against the call, and read well by Quincy Williams. What a season he's having. 2nd leading tackler, sniffed it out, losing 3. They're back to their 22.
The rookie Scruggs, the left guard, is going to try and get up on Quincy Williams to set up this screen, and Williams just runs underneath it. Excellent play.
Out to the secondary for the Jets. 3rd and 21. The Texans need the 43. Grunbawali was in as the running back. Stroud with plenty of distance. Incomplete. Ricochet. And it falls as they had Carter in the vicinity. And a flag has been thrown at the 46.
Illegal contact. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
They didn't say who it was on. Noah Brown was in the sights of Stroud.
Well, the only one I can think on that side of the field is Gardner. Let's see if there's contact.
Before the...
I thought it was going to be OPI. I thought it was going to be offensive pass interference. And what a huge call there. 5-yard penalty, but it's an automatic first down and on 3rd and a mile. Tough call for the Jets.
Pierce the back, 1st and 10, and Dameon Pierce tries to burrow his way. There just isn't much there on that first down handoff. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain in the play, and Jefferson had a hand in the tackle. With the rain really falling now, probably as hard as it's fallen so far.
And that's the thing, Kevin. It's going to be raining all day. It looks like 90% chance throughout the entire course of this game, but it just kind of it's just been steady, and there's certain times where coming down like this is just going to make it that much harder to grip the ball.
Somebody moved on that line.
Looked like Mason, right guard.
False start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Right guard Shaq Mason. So take me inside the quarterback's helmet. What are they facing today? Holding onto the ball, getting the snap, and just looking downfield and trying to make some sense
Well,
of it.
and that's the thing. As a quarterback, neither one of these guys are wearing gloves. They don't want to wear gloves. They've never worn the gloves. They both told us we will not put the gloves on because that's not what we're used to. The thing about rain and throwing in rain is the moisture of the ball. So you see how the official is standing until the last possible second with the towel on the ball.
Right.
Once they break the huddle, then he spots the ball. So you're trying to keep it as dry as possible. But with this steady type of rain, you have no choice but to deal with the moisture.
Here's on the draw play, second down 15, and he's out just to the 25-yard line and brought down by Quinnen Williams for his second tackle. And the wind hasn't even taken hold yet, and the wind is projected to get over 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I see, for me, that's a bigger factor. And talking about these quarterbacks, that's a bigger factor as well, is the wind. It's not so much the moisture, but when you're in a steady rain like this, this is where the impact happens. Now, the official that time spotted the ball and took off, so that ball's just sitting there in the rain. The previous snap, he sat there with the towel on the ball until they broke the huddle. So this time the ball will be a little bit more moisture than the previous snap.
Into the nickel, third down and 12 for Stroud. Tunsil the block and going deep, and for Brown, and incomplete. And Reed over there. These cornerbacks for the Jets, Gardner and Reed, are two of the best on any team. One of the best tandems in the entire NFL. Highly rated, and they cover that. It's a punting situation.
Well, how about that throw in this driving rain? A perfect spiral down about 60 yards in the air. Brown goes for this. There was some question. He was on the injury report whether or not he was going to play. Melanie told us earlier Nico Collins went to the locker room, questioned whether he'll come back. No Tank Dell. Brown nearly coming up with that one. Sorry, Kevin.
Johnston with his third punt in 3 possessions. Looking up into that rain is Gibson. 26. Redwell knocked down hard. Pretty plate. And reuniting in the pregame here in 2021. Stroud threw 44 touchdown passes, and 12 of them went to Garrett Wilson. Rookie of the year offensively last year. Cook held by Grenard on 1st and 10. There was a minimal gain on the play. Half yard at the most, second down and long coming up.
Well, the Texans come in with a top 10 running defense, and it's going to be hard because that's what the focus. They know that it's going to run. We talked to both these teams, and with the conditions, if you're a defensive player and you know it's this kind of rain, number one, you're thinking that the other team's going to try and run the ball more, and then you're trying to create turnovers, whether it be trying to strip the ball, knowing that the ball's wet, or having a quarterback with an errant throw.
Dalvin Cook. Boy, not much there. On that second down and 10. Racked on the play. Khalil Davis among others. They did get 3. Carves his way out just beyond the 27-yard line. 3rd and 7 or more for the Jets has been difficult, as it is for a lot of teams,
well,
but this team in particular.
Yeah, just 13%. Only 11 out of 83 conversions on 3rd and 7 plus. Texans once again putting 7 guys along the offensive line there to try and cause some confusion with protection.
That's why they got the fullback Bowden in there. 3rd down 7. Wilson 6 of 7 through the air. Blocked by Mitchell underneath the Conklin and short of the first down. Hitting there by King and others. Harris getting a hand on him.
Watch 7 at the line of scrimmage, but they only rush 4. Understanding it's 7, so they rally, come up and make the tackle. Jets going for it here on 4th down, or at least giving the appearance that they're going to go for it.
Bowden in the backfield, who's only had 1 rush all season. 4th down and 1. Jet sweep. They get the first down. And Garrett Wilson is the one to do it. Brought down by Jimmy Ward in the secondary. Gets it just beyond the 35 on a gain of 3 on 4th and 1.
How about the timing of this? You're going through the hard count. You're doing shifts. You're doing motions. The defense probably at that point is starting to think, well, they're just trying to hard count us to get an easy first down. And then after the shift in the movement, you hand the ball off on the jet sweep. Garrett Wilson picks up the first down. What a gutsy call down inside your own 35-yard line by Robert Saleh to go for it.
Breece Hall is the back. 1st and 10. Lazard on the move. It goes off to Hall, and he's wide open, and Cashman can't get him. It's a first down as he sneaks by him, and Ward will knock him out of bounds. Crafty play on that side by the running back. Breece Hall, catch and run for 25 to the 39 of Houston.
And this is the thing that Melanie was talking about, talking to Aaron Rodgers, 90% decision-making, right? Be 90% accurate on your decision-making. There, it's you know that they're dropping back into coverage. You know you're just going to hit your check down. Go ahead and make a quick, accurate throw. Don't put the pressure on the pocket. And then next thing you know, you break a tackle and you get a big chunk of yards.
Jets have it 1st down and 10. And this is Breece Hall, who's smothered behind the line of scrimmage with a nice play by Perriman. Denzel Perriman, the former Charger and Raider, comes shooting through. They lose 5, and it's back to the 44.
Perriman's going to be right in the middle of your screen. Watch how he shoots the gap. Becton over blocks as far as the double team. Normally you're coming down on a double team and then you got to get up to that second level at linebacker, but Perriman read it too quickly. Becton wasn't able to get off of that initial block. Excellent play.
Run defense of the Texans has been terrific. 9th overall and 3rd in stopping yards per carry. 2nd down and 15. 8 of 9 Wilson. Underneath he goes. There he is again. Perriman with the coverage. Hall, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 15. And coming up on the Verizon halftime report, JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, and Hall of Fame coach Bill Cowher for scores, news, and highlights on this week 14 of the NFL. All coming up from our CBS studios on the Verizon halftime report.
And really all you're trying to do here, yes, you want to get the first down. We talked about the percentages just a little bit ago, about 37 plus. You just want to get some yards to get yourself into field goal range or an attempt at field goal.
3rd down, 15. Mitchell pushes him out. Hall gets the call. Flag is thrown. Hit on the play by linebacker Christian Harris at the 42.
Well, it looks like the early signal is a legal man downfield.
Brad Allen.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 66. The penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
That is the center, Joe Tippmann, a rookie out of Wisconsin. Highly drafted in the 2nd round.
Well, and Tippmann wasn't the only one. You'll see him in the middle of the screen, and they're just trying to run almost like a middle screen. You throw it underneath, you get the lineman upfield, and it's just kind of a convoy. You're trying to work the middle of the field. They weren't able to get it, and as I said, he wasn't the only one up the field.
3rd punt coming up for the Jets and Thomas Morstead. Steady rain, but the wind negligible. He back is Desmond King. Oh, it's going to land beautifully and down perfectly. Texans at 7 and 5, have it right now. Winning 4 of 5. Jets have lost 5 in a row. Another quarterback change for them. Each team has had it 3 times. Each team has punted. A good Morstead punt maroons him at the 2. It's 1st and 10. Singletary is hit by a couple. Johnson there at the very end, but they bring him down. Good hit also by Mosley, the 6th most tackles in the National Football League for that Jet defense. And league-wide, it's a gain of 2. And he's out to about the 9. They get the 4. And here you see the possessions and the problems for the Texans so far.
Well, Kevin, you just talked about the fact that both teams have done nothing but punt, and that's actually a win in these conditions. Right now you're playing the field position game, and the Texans trying to get away from their own goal line.
Singletary the punt, 2nd down and 8. And he gets by the 5 before he's brought down by Reed and tripped up right there. Now he's out at the 9. That's a gain of 5. Yeah, the safeties have been kind of the hallmark of this defense. 3 safeties by the Jets defense. And that is the most in the NFL this season. The record, by the way, in the NFL for a single season is 4 safeties. And right now the Jets have 3.
It's been impressive. This defense is aggressive. And we talked about the numbers a little bit earlier, how many different categories they're in the top 10. Trying to get a big stop here on 3rd down. Some confusion by the Texans getting lined up.
Ogunbowale is the running back with the 3rd and 3 for C.J. Stroud. Tunsil a block in time for the young rookie quarterback. An incomplete looking for Brown. The coverage on the play by Carter. 4th down.
Well, Brown's looking for contact at the top of the route. Good protection here as the Jets only bring 4. Stroud has the ability to run, but he's not much of a runner. If you look at the numbers and you look at a breakdown throughout the entire season, he just wants to buy time, stand in the pocket, and push the ball down the field. In these conditions, though, look for him at some point in time in this game to take off and run.
So
give him a chance.
The defense does their job, and Gibson's going to have a chance as he fair catches this ball at the 45. And the offense is going to have nice beginning field position on the 46-yard punt with a scoreless game in the Meadowlands on CBS. And Lawman Bass Reeves. And new movies like Good Burger 2. Don't delay on your mountain of holiday entertainment on Paramount Plus. Stream now. So Morstead had the good punt. The defense holds him to a 3-and-out. The punt now brings him to the 45 and a 1st and 10 with a crawling Hall finding 2 out to the 47-yard line. It goes back to look at Zerline. Thomas Morstead had that punt which marooned him at the 2.
Well, that's kind of been the theme of the day so far for the Jets. Run on 1st and 2nd down, try and set it up to a manageable 3rd down. They had some success with early down passing in the first couple series, but once getting into scoring position, they haven't been able to finish it off.
2nd down and 8. That was deflected at the line. Looked like by Grenard. 52 got a hand on it. And it ricocheted away. Incomplete. 3rd down and 8. Now Zach Wilson is 9 of 12 through the air.
Jets trying to set up the screen on 2nd down. Grenard not falling for it, able to swat it away.
How about last week, Trent? On 3rd down, this Texan defense held the Broncos and Russell Wilson 0 of 11 on 3rd down.
It was phenomenal. What an excellent job by the defense. And it was against a Denver offense that had been playing well and a nice win streak of games. And defense came up big against Russell Wilson last week.
Bowden back there with Wilson. Good time. Heavy pressure. Incomplete. The pressure was on Wilson. Petrie was back there. Steven Nelson was back there, draped on the shoulders of the wide receiver, Garrett Wilson. 3-and-out. Defense holds them. The rain continues to fall, and the punting unit out there.
Texans that time bringing a 5th defender. I thought Petrie was going to come up and get a chance for the interception there, number 5. He read it all the way. Some contact there, and I know the